Anything to pick up? Nothing. We could just get out here then. We just have to get to the top of this area then. If I could work out the catacombs, I would go out there. But I always seem to get lost in them. So, I suppose... Okay, no, there's only one way to learn, right? We just have to try. And I could use the miner's hat if it comes to it. Right, we'll take all of this off. Put this on for now, but we really want stamina recovery. If possible. Our sprint speed's higher at that. It's not like we get much else out of it. Right. We do want a mask on though. Do that. It should be around this way somewhere. Somewhere. Promising. Right. There is a spider up here, so I do want to take that down. I do have a bottle to finish it off this time though. Okay, a couple of bottles. And there's still the third guard in this area that I don't know where he died. Still don't know where I was supposed to go. And yeah, I was saying before I didn't have somewhere I could hide, but actually we could have just saved it in here. So, whoopsie-daisies. Oh, she's back here. Okay. Nothing. Okay. There's nothing else around here to do, really. We know where she is if we need to get her again. Whoa, what was that? Spider. But there shouldn't be a spider. Unless the last guard is around here somewhere. Why is there a spider seeing me? Where is it? Where the heck is it? Unless it's just an audio cue that kicks in when you're walking through that area. I think it's an audio cue. Oh, wait. No, there's a giant bat in there. What? Oh, no, it's not a bat. It's that crow. The... Apparently I can talk to it, but I can't talk to it. Ah, it's trying to throw a bottle at it, even though it can't. That's what's going on. Interesting. So is there a way I can get into this then? Doesn't look like it. Huh. All right. Right. Still don't know where this speech bubble is pointing to here. It's apparently off the edge somewhere here, but if I do that, I'll just die. Has to be here somewhere. Yeah, apparently I'm directly on top of it. Which would mean that it would have to be up here somewhere, right? I didn't even think I could get up this, to be honest. Interesting. Oh, I'm actually slipping. Oh! Okay, right, fine. And have died. Right. Glad I saved when I did. Okay, right, well, interesting. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there might be a bug in that area. Just maybe. I'm still utterly confused at where this speech bubble is around here, though. I'm not going to try and go up to that exact section again, but... I mean, it says... Oh, wait, there's a thing up there. Is that a set of stairs? Oh, the set of stairs lead down to that area that I jumped over, so yeah. It's... Yeah, okay. So it says there's someone to talk to here, but there is no one to talk to here. I mean, it's blatant that there's no one to talk to. So I guess we'll just move on, and I guess it's a bug. Great. I wonder if that entire quest is bugged and we're supposed to be able to find the third person and we can't. Right, okay. Let's see. We'll just head up. I'll take the long route round. Because I don't have any other option, it seems. Whoa. That's annoying. Right. Okay. What am I doing? We have to return that ring to Silas. I mean, I'm in this area. I might as well go to Silas at this. This will advance the main plot at least. I'd like to do that lighting of the candles, but I don't really know what I'm doing with it. And the amount of trial and error that it could take would take a long time, so I feel like I'm going to not bother at the moment with it. And I think I'm lost. I thought it was past him. Is it not past this guy round to the right? No, it's not round to the right because that's... Huh? Alright, up here then. I've got some other keys there, I've just realised. What were those keys? Elevator, the foot locker for the guards' foot lockers. Right. I don't remember where those guard foot lockers are, though. Oh, this was the bit that I was looking for to get up to Silas. And I still have to work out where those guard foot lockers are, because for the life of me, I cannot remember how to get into them. Not let me on the table? No. Okay. We need to speak to the alchemist as well. To get some nice stuff round there. Where's my spyglass? Is it missing? You know full well where it is. You took it, didn't you? Of course I didn't. I'd expect a minstrel to be better at telling stories. Where is it now? I don't have it. Then who does? I gave it to my friends. Who? Two mice in the holding cells. What have you gotten yourself caught up in, Tilo? I warned you not to trust them. They said the same about you. Well, I think you're being taken for a fool. I want that spyglass, Tilo. You're going to get it back for me. Oh, great. What am I going to say to them? I'm sure you'll think of something. I found your ring, Catch. Ha! You? Ha! Look at that. I can hardly believe it. You mean you didn't have faith in me? Frankly, no. But I'm happy to be proven wrong. Thank you, truly, Tilo. So what news is there of Yuva? There was a body of a mouse with the treasure. Yeah. Canto, the stonemason. I didn't know. I swear. I'd assumed he'd become lost in the catacombs or fled. I found him crushed beneath a rockfall. I'm sorry to hear that. But he understood the risk he was taking. Do you have the deaths of many mice in your conscience? Aye, at least one too many. What do you mean? Another time, perhaps. Probably his love, since he's carrying around those little figurines. I'm still waiting for the scap to return. It shouldn't be long now. That's the beetle. But meanwhile, I must ask you for one more favour. There are 2 prisoners down in the holding cells near the main gate. Near the main gate. You mean Gusto and Fatale? Of course, you've already met them. They have something that belongs to me. Another silver band, not much smaller than this one. I need you to retrieve it. They stole it from you? Aye, they did. Be careful, Tilo. Those 2 can't be trusted. We got a nice level up. Huzzah! It's a useful thing to have. Gusto and Fatale. We're gonna have, or Fatale. We're gonna have to grab a couple of things from them then. And we've got a few other things that we need to do in the area as well. It'll be a lot easier to do these graves at night. Sorry, during the morning, I mean. Because I'll actually be able to see what's going on a bit more. So, quest-wise, we've got all of these, so that's good. We can go back to Faustus with both of them. Find a fine beaded tunic for the king, and we know how roughly to make the crown. The ranger, we just need the belt. The thieves' guile, we just need the tunic. Let's see. We have to try and figure out what to do with her. Meet the blacksmith on the cliffs. We did, but we kind of got lost. Discover the master's true identity. The roses we're getting on with. We've got some more story to read if we want. Lose the tail, return to the smithy. We do that later. Don't know what happened to that guard. Tend the grave. I think that's the bugged one. The beetle hunt, struggling to find that. And then return the long eye. Right, it won't be him that we're trying to talk to, it's the other him in the other area. Which is fine, we can do that brief in a sec or two. First we're going to talk to... Actually, I could go talk to Faustus right now. That would give us a bit more XP because it would give 2 full sets. The best way to get down to that area is to go back into the dungeon. And take that other route that we opened up, I believe. So we'll go this way. Yoink. Right. Now, where are all those sleeping guards? Is it down in this area they were sleeping? Oh! You know, I was about to go a long route here, but I've actually got a key that let me through this door. And I think that this lift takes me right down to him. Pretty sure this lets us right in. Okay, we've got a few skills here. Takes a lot of renown to get any more up, though. Nothing else in this area. For all the time it takes to change the clothes, I'd probably be as well walking on, but we'll do it now. This. Actually, I want to wear this just for fun. And this.
Oh, it's you, Mouse.
Are you alright?
Yes, I... Do you know, Mouse, why I'm here?
To make rock guts, sir?
No, I mean before that.
Would you care to tell me?
For many years, the Baron's personal physician, the finest apothecarist in the Meridia.
Baron Osric is regional administrator of the former Mouse lands of Meridia, and one of the 5 members of the Council of the Red Paw. Osric rose to prominence some 40 years ago during the failed Saltrian invasion, when he successfully rallied the Rat Guard following the disappearance of Roderick, the last Rat King, and led them to victory. Songs of his exploits during the invasion have done much to bolster his renown. Born in Meridia, the Baron has historically been broadly sympathetic to the plight of the mouse population and an advocate of increased autonomy for the region. However, following recent unrest in northern Meridia, Osric was summoned to the capital for an emergency meeting of the 5 barons of the Red Paw. Sorry, I'm laughing here because the cat is actually trying to attack my hand while I'm talking at this point. Anyway, under pressure to suppress dissent and restore order, Osric's guards began efforts to identify and arrest prominent figures in the emerging Meridian separatist movement known as the Sons of Asper.
I sat in his court, and the noble rats of Pessa saw me as their equal, until one evening I was called to the Baron's chamber. It was a case of ringtail, nothing more serious than that. The ointment I applied was my own concoction. I had proven most effective in other cases, but alas,
let's read ringtail. A disease that causes a series of painful constrictions around the length of a rodent's tail. If left untreated, the appendage can turn gangrenous and drop off. The Baron lost his tail? I had no idea.
Indeed. I imagine he wears a false tail now. The Baron was always rather vain. And so, I was sent to Dunland Heights, an opportunity to reflect upon my carelessness, the Baron called it. It wasn't long before the jailer brought me to this chamber and put me to work. I've served my sentence a dozen times over, but while there is another batch of rotgut brewing, the jailer and his master will never let me leave this place.
The jailer's a member of the band of smugglers?
Of course, but I would have thought you'd have known that.
The jailer's dead, murdered and tossed into the well.
Murdered? No more than he deserved.
I have specimens of all 12 mushrooms.
Mushrooms? Ah, excellent. Now here.
A small blackish brown cake.
Eat this.
What is it?
Just eat it.
You pop the cake into your mouth and chew. It tastes of ash and bile.
Anything?
What do you mean?
Any tightness in your chest, shooting pains along your tail. Blindness?
No.
Perhaps a pinch more cat's tooth will do it.
But isn't cat's tooth poisonous?
All things are poisonous if one consumes enough of them.
Right, great.
Ah, the mask fits you surprisingly well. It must have shrunk in the water.
Water, sir?
My former assistant was wearing it when he died. Aye, probably lay submerged there in the water for weeks.
Look what you've done to me.
I don't follow.
My ears, they're huge. Oh, jeez. Okay, what's going on?
You know, big ears are considered very desirable among the Jeroba of the Peridian Desert.
An equatorial desert high above sea level. The Peridian Desert possesses the most, the most arid climate of all Pangaea. The desert's sole inhabitants are the hardy Jerboa, notable for their unusually large ears, used to radiate heat in the desert winds. The Jerboa are an ancient and cultured tribe accomplished in mathematics, fearsome in battle, and absolutely adorable. Indeed, their civilization has endured where so many have fallen for this simple fact. It's hard to stay angry with the Jeroba, even as their warriors are impaling you atop the fortress walls. Do I look like a Jeroba to you?
You do indeed. I think it's the ears that do it.
Oh, wow. Ah, what? I actually wanted to see the ears. I never even got to see them. Damn it. Rugba, a unique brew of my own creation. What's that?
A potent form of rotgut distilled from fungus, nature's most wondrous gift. I call it Ruga, in memory of my first assistant.
It was named after him?
No, he was the first to sample it. The name derives from his attempts to say the word rotgut afterwards. I thought it a fitting tribute to his sacrifice.
Oh, I could have had huge ears running about. Damn it. There is supposed to be a thing round here. Ah, there it is. Right, what's this? A monograph by Faustus wrought. Oh, that's this thing. It talks about all the different types of mushroom. And then we've got the harbour. Oh, what's that? Oh! There's a couple of things down there. We'll need to head to the harbour and grab them. Right. Let's quickly change our clothes. Oh, wait a minute. There's, I'm pretty sure it's in this area somewhere that we have to go to find those lockers. I don't know if it'll be down here or if it's in one of the open sections. Lantern oil here. Okay, it's been filled, fine. You know, it's probably in the other section. I think I can just go up here. Right. Let's see. Right. Let's have a look at the maps here. I want to see if there's any secrets in any of these. Okay, so that's the harbour. Catacombs have nothing in them. Sewers don't. This doesn't. This doesn't. Far Tower? None. So it's just the harbour that I need to get some bits and pieces from. Okay, good stuff. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to do with Gusto and Fatel just now. Let's save this real quick. And let's get on over. We'll have a chat with them.